Hello and welcome to my channel where I share about my life, my work and my parenting experiences. My name is Jessica Zuvuku and I'm a published author of my book and memoir, Shooting Through Concrete Walls, the Journey I Didn't Know I Needed to Travel. In this particular episode, I want to share with you my book writing and publishing journey and the lessons that I learned, and in particular one that says it's never too late to chase your dreams. One thing that I've actually realized is when people are still young, they have very wild and vivid dreams. And for some reason, when life starts to unfold, challenges start coming your way, some of these dreams start fading into the background as real life unfolds. Circumstances beyond our control may creep in the way, and they will cause us to shelve, postpone, or even forget about the initial dreams that we used to have growing up. I, for one, am one of those people who used to have vivid, wild, and big dreams. And some of these big dreams still remain untapped for various reasons. One of the dreams that I had growing up is to become a published author. You see, I used to love reading, and I remember vividly when I was in primary school, always volunteering to read in class during English reading lessons. And I remember vividly in high school writing my first novel as a teenager, but unfortunately it never got to see the light of day. Despite my passion for literature and writing, I did not get to immediately pursue a career in publishing, mainly because during that time, publishing and writing novels was not really considered profitable or financially viable in the places that I grew up in. Careers like accounting, engineering, medicine, pharmacy, and being a lawyer were some of the few careers that were recommended during career guidance sessions, and publishing was hardly one of them. I decided to choose a career in accounting and enrolled at university to commence my studies in an accounting profession. Years progressed. I qualified as an accountant and worked in accounting positions in various organizations until my career transitioned when I moved into management consulting and ultimately into project management. So it was during the time in management consulting where, because of the nature of the job, writing reports and presenting to clients was one of the things that we do on a daily basis, that I began to revisit some of these skills, which ultimately reignited my passion for literature and writing. The passion that I used to have as a child slowly started awakening, and as time progressed, I began to consider the prospects of writing and publishing my own work. The more I wrote reports for work, the more the distant dream of publishing became closer and closer. And it was in 2019 when I lost my job as a management consultant due to retrenchment that I began to write. To say that I was not scared would be a major understatement. I was terrified. The thought of publishing work for the world to see scared me. What if my work would be below par? Were some of the thoughts that came to my mind. What if nobody got interested in reading my work? Was another cause for fear. Just the thought that after publishing my book, I'd be considered an author was unimaginable. The thought that after publishing my work, I'd also add published author to my list of accomplishments was a cause for anxiety. Could this be what they call the imposter syndrome, where you struggle to fit into a particular role because you think you're not good enough? You see, in my life, I had experienced a lot of closed doors and a lot of no's and a lot of rejections. A lot of unfortunate events had occurred, and this had eroded my self-confidence, causing me to self-doubt. Despite the fear of failure, I also had a great passion to pursue my dream. There was a huge conflict between the passion and the fear. Fear told me, if you fail, it will be an embarrassment. If your work is substandard, that would not be good. But my passion told me, if I never try, I'll never know. So I decided to try anyway. You see, there's something that happens when you venture out of your comfort zone into uncharted territories. Something shifts when you face your fears and you take action, afraid. When I commenced writing in 2019, a lot of things shifted within me. I started to see a lot of positive change. My mindset shifted. From one moment where I felt I would not be good enough, I started to think, what if my work would actually be good enough? From a moment of thinking, what if my books do not sell? I started thinking, what if they actually sell? I even remember my daughter telling me, Mommy, your book is going to go international. It did a lot to shift the way I thought about myself and about my work. I learned a lot from the book writing process itself. Lessons about myself, lessons about the book writing process and industry, lessons about the publishing industry itself, and lessons about promotions and putting yourself out there. I learned a lot of new skills, and I learned a lot about the publishing industry itself. When I released my book and started marketing, it started opening doors for me. I knocked on doors that I would not ordinarily have knocked on, and sat on tables that I would not ordinarily have sat on. A good friend of mine once told me that the moment you release a book, your life will not remain the same. Boy, was he right. I saw so much growth, so much transition, so much transformation. If I had not self-published my book, I would have not known about barcodes registrations or even something called ISBN numbers and the processes that are behind it. The book cover and book title selection process was one that taught me to rely on God the most. When I started writing my book, I had a storyline, but I didn't have a title, and neither did I know what the book cover would be like. I focused on my storyline while I prayed, asking God to give me a book title, a book cover, and a book subtitle. A year into writing the book and almost finishing the book, I still did not have a book title or cover or a subtitle. So I decided to just let go and let God, and I trusted the process and decided, with no book title or book cover designed, I was going to send the book for editing while I would try to figure out what the book title would be. I continued to pray, asking God to provide and trusting that He would provide for me. I'm still on the journey of learning, but I also acknowledged a number of lessons that I learned from the entire process. Because I've decided to pursue a dream that I would ordinarily have set aside and forgotten about, or a dream that would have ultimately died on its own, I am on a journey of self-discovery, of learning new things, of transitioning, and of growing. There are so many people whose childhood dreams have been postponed and shelved. Dreams that are now becoming a distant memory. It could be starting a new career. It could be learning a new skill. It could be taking a new hobby, starting a new company, or even starting a family and having kids. Whatever dream you've had that you think is now out of your reach, whatever dream you think has been overtaken by events and circumstances, it's never too late to pursue your dream. Do you have a passion that you would like to pursue? Do you have a dream that you like to chase? Remember and be encouraged. Like me, at the age of 47, I self-published my first book and memoir, and I'm continuing on the journey of self-discovery and the discovery of more possibilities. So just start regardless of your fears, and just start even if you are afraid, and be encouraged knowing that it's never too late to chase your dreams. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, comment, and share, and we will meet you in the next video. Thank you for watching.